Hello Hatters, my name is Noel Painter, Executive Vice President and Provost at Stetson University. This video will help you to learn more about the high-impact practices that are available for every student at Stetson. High-impact practices are deep learning experiences that engage you in real-life learning to ensure your success in graduate school or profession following Stetson. High-impact practices include study abroad, internships, leadership, community engagement, and research. Here at Stetson, we believe that engaging in these powerful learning experiences will help you to develop skills for your lifelong success, to enrich your understanding of the world and your position in it, and to help you get the most out of your Stetson experience. We encourage you to plan for and take advantage of at least 2 high-impact experiences during your time at Stetson. Now, take the time to learn from experts about each of these wonderful practices. And at the end of the video, we're hopeful that you'll be able to answer these 3 questions. What are they? Why are they important for me? And how do I take advantage of them?
Study abroad is the opportunity for students on the Stetson campus to explore beyond their academics here at Stetson University. Students have the opportunity to study abroad for a semester, a summer, or a short-term program.
You get to embrace a whole new culture, see new things, meet new people, which just in general is just fun. It's a good time, but also it expands your perspectives on everything.
So you'll have the opportunity to explore different universities, different cultures, different academics, different lives, different foods. So it's exploring your world and where it is that you fit in. The study abroad opportunities allow students to expand on their academics, to take courses that they might not normally find here on the university campus. But then it's also the opportunity for students to explore a little bit more about the world and where it is that they fit in the world.
You just get an opportunity to live on your own in a whole different country, whole different place. For me, studying abroad, it made a lot of things clear in my life, just because when I'm at Stetson, I'm always busy, always hanging out with the same people. Being abroad, it was just a whole different experience, which added sort of a whole new perspective on my life.
A lot of times students, when they study abroad, they really find themselves and find out who they are, what they want to do, and maybe even solidify a career path. We encourage students to explore a little bit further, find out what their passions are, and explore it as far as they can while they're abroad.
So if there's even a tiny bit of you that wants to study abroad, you totally should. It sort of forces you to be uncomfortable for a little bit, but once you learn to thrive in that, it changes the way you interact when you come back home.
The best way to get started with studying abroad is to visit us here at the World Center. When you come here, our student ambassadors, who are past participants of a study abroad experience, will be here to greet you right at the door, and they'll ask you a few questions to kind of get you started to figure out what it is that you might want to do and where you might want to go.
And if you schedule a meeting, you can look at your options and find out, what different programs work, because there's, different programs for different majors. So that's the place to begin.
And then after that, you can meet directly with me. I'm the program coordinator at World, and I'll walk you through the rest of the process. How to apply, how to get a visa, how to make sure your passport is still valid, and we'll help you get on your way.
So internships are the opportunity for students to practice what they're doing in the classroom in a more practical setting, something that they might be able to do for the rest of their career.
If a student is curious about, they don't know what they want to do in the future, they don't really know what they want to do after graduation and things like that, it's a good way to kind of explore those alternatives. Also, it's a great way to get experience in an office or in a non-traditional setting like that.
Internships look really different and are really diverse for different students based on what they're studying, just like the classes are very different from major to major. So there's a lot of diversity within internships, so you really find what mixes well with your own individual major. So I think there are a lot of different benefits to doing an internship, but I think the best one is that you get a better sense of what you could possibly do with your future. I mean, a lot of times students come in with certain ideas about what they want to do. I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an environmentalist, but don't actually know what it takes to do that. And Studying something and doing it are two very different things.
I think self-awareness is a really big thing. I think that when students come into college, it's kind of hard for them to fully understand their character and their personality and things like that, and also how the characteristics that they are sure about, how those fit in with, academics and post-academics and things like that. And so internships are a really great way to learn about those skills and then apply them to a field.
For your internship, you get that hands-on experience, you get a better understanding of what it means to do it, and then you can make a more informed decision about what that next step looks like, whether it's going on to further your education or get a job right out of school, and you're more likely to be happy with what you're doing long term than if you just kind of jump into a career after 7 years of schooling and hope that you like it. So I'd say the first step in the internship search process is to start taking advantage of some of the great programming and advising that we have through our office.
There are hundreds of thousands of internships in the country and also internationally, and so it can be kind of hard to figure out what you want to do and what works. And so talking to other students and seeing what they've done and maybe applying for that same internship or looking at internships related to that are a great way. And just hearing about their experiences and what they gained from it and what they liked and what they didn't like is really helpful.
Then from there, working one-on-one with me or one of the other advisors in the office to talk about specifically what they're interested in so we can get them in contact with the right companies and organizations long term.
Leadership is a great opportunity during your time here at Stetson University to really explore who you are, how you work well with others, and also how you can better impact our community, whether it's Stetson University, Orlando, Florida, or anything beyond that.
Whether it's just helping out a friend or peer in a class with a homework assignment, or like walking around on campus and being a friendly face, each experience gives you so many new insights into leadership, and it gives you more insights into who you are as a person.
What we really value here at Stetson University is focusing on your individual, group, and community growth. That allows you really to explore just more than who you are, but also explore the application and your goals for leadership. So currently in our world that we work in, people need experiences to gain jobs, to really take on leadership positions, to get involved in their community. And so leadership really gives you a hands-on experience that you can put on your resume, that you can really utilize to understand yourself and to grow your full Stetson experience. Getting involved as a leader really gives you those experiences that you can't always get in the classroom and help you understand who you are as a person throughout your time here.
When you are given that leadership position, they expect you to take full reign over that and just run with it. So you're the one making all the decisions, you're running the meetings, you're the person that's kind of steering the way for that organization.
One of the first steps is definitely explore what are you interested in, what are you passionate about, and then we have tons of resources that allow you to really go online, meet with people to find what are the leadership opportunities currently available.
They've actually done some really neat in the past few years where they streamline all of the leadership applications on one website, and it's the ULead website.
If you're interested in talking to someone in person, two great opportunities for that. One, come to my office. I work for Student Development and Campus Vibrancy, and we do a lot of one-on-one coaching, myself and also our staff, to help you understand about the right opportunities for you. Another great opportunity too is our LEAD team on campus. LEAD team is a group of 20 students who their job is to develop student leaders on campus. Find out about their programs through our Instagram account, Stetson Lead, or also through stetson.edu/ulead. And working with those one-on-one student leaders will really give you that hands-on experience where you understand yourself as a leader better and the opportunities that are available for you.
A lot of students who come to Stetson have done a lot of community service in high school. And that's great. Community service helps us meet needs in our community. But at Stetson, we expect them to take it up a notch. We expect them to do community-engaged learning. Learning implies that we're not just making an impact on our community, but we're also learning something at the same time that's going to help us in the long term too.
So I think it's good to get out in your community and see what the community needs, because no matter what career you want or no matter what path you're trying to go down, you're going to need to know what the community is, whether that's business, whether that's anthropology, whether that's public health. You have to be able to know what the community wants. Being able to go out in your community and have these internships as a college student will help you in your career in the future.
Students get to learn through experience in our community about the academic topic areas that they're really interested in. It's amazing, and it's because we're combining student learning through community impact, through community-engaged learning. We really push and emphasize community-engaged learning here at Stetson because we want every student at Stetson by the time they graduate to have a deep, meaningful experience with our community partners that ties into what we call our students' sweet spot, where we have this convergence of the students' academic interests, their career goals, and needs that exist in our community.
So having this internship and being able to actually go out in the community, talk to the people around, that helps me personally because I want to go into public health. Since I'm focusing on that in my academics, it not only helps with my grades, but it also helps with my career path, with my skills to be able to get out and talk to people.
The involvement of students within the community gives them the experience that they wouldn't otherwise receive in the classroom. Classroom setting and hands-on approach are two different things, and when you can combine the two, then you're getting the best of both worlds.
You can get involved in community engagement many different ways. We have many community directors. You can just go to the CCE and ask. Everybody has internships. Every major has internships that they can tell you are available for what you want to do. So it's very easy to get out there.
If you go to HatterSync, you can find a list of many different volunteer opportunities that are out there, events that are coming up. You can find internship opportunities, all sorts of things through HatterSync. And we keep that constantly published with new information all the time.
When I advise the students, I always tell them, take advantage of the fact that you are in a liberal arts college, which actually provide a lot of opportunities for students to take classes in multiple disciplines. Sometimes they take a certain class and they notice that they like that topic a lot and they want to define a research question and research project based on that topic. You get to apply all the skills and techniques that you've learned in classroom.
It's much more than just finding numbers and putting them on paper. My favorite part is collecting the data, going out and physically doing it. That process is really, it's inspiring.
When they get involved in a research project, they feel that they own that project. They take ownership of that project and they're passionate about the topic. If they are distanced from their project, they cannot be fully immersed in it. When you're passionate about the topic, like naturally you become a leader and you end up actually finishing up your project a lot more mature.
Especially when you work with your professor in a subject that they're very interested in, it gets you motivated and it teaches you how to do research properly, how not to leave anything unwritten, how to observe everything.
You end up landing a lot better jobs because of that experience and also doing a lot better job in your graduate school interviews.
One significant thing about Stetson is every professor here is actively involved in research. While they're teaching you, they have research going on of their own. They're constantly building their portfolio. So find out what they're actively researching and what they're working on. See if it's something that you like. Every professor here is willing to help or expand your knowledge base or figure out some way to make your goal happen.
You can always ask your advisors and the faculty that is mentoring you to help you frame a good research question.
If you're interested in it, you're going to do well at it. That's anything in life. You have to find your passion in it. So find something you're super passionate about. Do your research specifically in that field. Go around to other students that have the same goal as you, brainstorm with them, and they might even be on your research team. You have that ability to choose as you get closer to your research being performed and completed.
Thanks for watching.
We hope you were inspired by these stories.
It's time to step out of your comfort zone.
Now, continue to write your Stetson story.
Write it well.
Write it well.
Write it well.
And edit it often.
Go write your own Stetson success story.